Lycon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltus, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally cooperate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't include you in on this. The mayor must have his reasons. The two defeat the Ravenlock family members.
Damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too, and I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
With Lycon's assistance, you successfully leave the Ravenlock family manor and return to the video store.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Oh boy.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethan's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
Open it up. I told you to open it. See, I told you it could open.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
What's wrong, Lycon? Weren't you in a rush to get back and rest? You act like you're gonna turn into a werewolf after midnight or something. How are you feeling now? Relax, I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more run down than before. Just getting over something nasty, that's all. Risking your neck like that isn't always smart. Maybe you should have... Lycon, remember what I said back when I faked my death. For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh, and preserve through the darkest hour before dawn. Not wrong, sure, but it was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny, nothing more. You've come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment.
Hugo, you've got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets.
I will. I'll lay it all out, I promise. After a little chat, Lycon, Hugo, and Vivian say their goodbye and take off. Back in your room, you drift off to a deep, nice sleep. Belle, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants to be their guide. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycon will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And I'll use the HED system this time to head into the Hollow with you all. Tell me when you're ready and remember to bring Eos with you. Not yet. Not yet. Now, what we can do... Why is there a... What's going on here? Need your help with the decision. Which one's better, macro or Jack? I never tried any of them. I guess. But do you think it was the heroes? Blah 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 blah. What? You go hunting. What? Exactly. That was just random. You seem more interested. Can't wrap my head around it. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Okay. I feel like the key. What is this? Okay, that was really random. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, what we need to do is this. I'm surprised that just had happened. And B. Alright, so let's get her flowers. So, you want with pink. Well, we have no pink here. Well, there you go. There's that. Now we have to use the water lily.
Happiness is like the fluttering shadow of a butterfly moving toward you.
That right. Snapdragon. No! PTSD to Genshin. Not bad. What a beautiful pot. Let's check the bill. You're kidding me, right? Proxy, why don't you tell me more about this flower shop business? Do you make this much Denny in just a few minutes all the time? Didn't your middleman tell you about Nineveh? Shh! Do you really take me for the kind of uninformed and self-deluded Hollow Raider, Proxy? Nineveh. We cunning hares have always steered clear of Hollow Zero. We know nothing about that giant ethereal. Don't you lie to me, woman. You soloed it. Bruh, woman, you're the reason I've completed Hollow Zero in some ways. However, my greedy middleman has been begging me nonstop to seal this deal. We've been paid half the deposit up front. He just wanted a pink, extremely rare and exotic flower with the name of ethereal. Then I'd say the one you gave me fits the bill perfectly. Besides, I went out of the way to visit the forest with the most complete selection around, and even spent almost a tenth of the deposit in Denny's. I'd say I've more than fulfilled my dream of the mind of the bargain, right? Almost forgot, Nicole. Always keeps an ace up her sleeve. As for the final tricky requirement, I think you haven't named this plant yet, Proxy. Fortunately, I had Ambi help me look up some info before I left. How about naming this flower Geppetto? No. We're just gonna name it Geppetto? Manager. GUN looks up at the do gardening sign. I thought I was losing my mind from doing overtime. I was sure this place was the flower shop. So you've been helping Orchidea and do gardening with Business Bell? That's right. There's been a tricky case lately that requires on-site investigation in Blazewood. I've been working overtime for several weeks now. I finally have some free time this weekend to visit home, so I'm planning on bringing a pot of flowers for my parents. Hopefully it'll ease their nagging. But I still haven't decided what to get them. What kind of flowers do the other customers usually like? You want darker colored flowers or lighter ones? Would it be possible to have both? I'm thinking a mix of dark and light colors would look better. What do you think? Sure, of course, but what about spacing? Can it be a mix of loose, spacious arrangements and some densely packed, compact elements? The different parts of flowers should be able to handle various combinations, right? Certainly. What about the overall style? My mom likes gentle flowers, but Dad prefers ones with more character. Can it be gentle and interesting at the same time? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Sorry, are my requests a bit too much? Can you really manage all that in a single pot? Are there any other requests? It's okay to add more requests? Well, I saw a flower last time that had warm gradient color pellets. Petals, not pellets, with a unique shape, but I forgot its name. If you can find it, please include some in the arrangement for me. Should I grab a notebook for all this? A pot of flowers with interwoven light and dark colors and dynamic spacing. Some parts more spacious, others more compact. It also needs to be both graceful and playful. Easy peasy. No problem. White, blue, and yellow. Well, that did it.
Tulips symbolize tolerance and reconciliation.
Nice. Wow, it turns out such combinations really do exist. Thank you, manager. If I need fresh flowers or potted plants next time, can I come to you again? I'll be here for another few days. By the way, I remember you have some friends in Blazewood. I recently sealed off an illegal mine near Blazewood for operating inside a hollow disaster risk zone. However, I've heard that some of the mine owners associates have been plotting to restart operations and even put some effort into making it happen. If your friends find out they've resumed operations, please let me know. No problem. It feels like there's a subtle connection between all the events that happened. Is the topic too serious? You look concerned. Don't worry too much. Public security won't let issues like this get away. I'll head back now. If you hear anything, just call me. GUN with some effort weaves with the intricately arranged flower pot. Well, look who it is. There's a reason we had to continue the main story. Vivian told me that Lord Phaethon has become a part-time florist to do gardening. Naturally, I am here to offer support. It just so happens that I want to send a flower pot to my friend. Would you kindly help me arrange one? Sure. What kind of flowers do you want, Hugo? Now that... I doubt my friend would appreciate overly expensive flowers. Then that settles the budget. Could you please arrange a pot of cheap flowers for me? What's wrong? Are you worried about the sales manager? Don't worry. I prepared a big surprise for you. You'll see once the arrangement is ready. By the way, I don't have any specific requirements for the flowers, but I do think the choice of flower pot is very important. An intricately crafted flower pot adds to the beauty of the flowers. And if it's also heavy enough, then it doubles as a handy weapon within reach. Hearing Hugo's words after going through GUN's request is really throwing me off. Well, let's go. A pot of the cheapest flowers. I'll get to arranging then. Yeah. Cheap. Man, fuck you and cheap. Okay, we can't do that. Damn it. Ha! Perfect.
One cannot help but sigh at separation, just as one cannot cease longing.
Okay. Nineveh. I'm sure you've already received my gift, right, manager? It's all yours to do as you see fit. I have other business to take care of for now. Oh, wait, don't go yet. Shit.
What's the matter, manager? Is my present not to your liking?
Isn't this the rare flower Victoria Housekeeping's been looking for? Nineveh? Where did you get it from?
Before Vivian mentioned it, I had never heard of a flower that feeds upon the hollows for nutrients like an ethereal, nor a flower that looks like a symbiotic ethereal. However, it is something that a client of Victoria Housekeeping wanted, so it's not surprising it's rather unique. So I asked around. Let me guess. Did Lycon say something like, "This flower requires an extremely difficult and specific environment and is far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero"?
As expected of Hugo. Even the description you gave is almost word for word what Lycon said.
Well, that's because these are facts we both know of. I managed to find an elusive flora expert who likes these kinds of flowers and planted a few at home. A flower so rare and precious that most haven't even heard of it is to another person merely a small part of their hobby. It's quite normal for it to be that way, no? In any case, I came to inform you the moment I obtained the flower.
You're so kind, Hugo. But I think Lycon said...
That he didn't want a certain someone to put themselves in danger to get this flower? And it didn't matter if even he couldn't fulfill his client's wish? Allow me to assure you, in the process of obtaining Nineveh and gifting it to you, no person nor ethereal came to harm. In fact, no one even got close to Hollow Zero. Please, accept it, dear manager. Just take it as if a bird flew by with flowers in its beak and dropped it from the sky as a gift for you, hmm? Of course, since it is a surprise gift. There should be no need to tell anyone where you obtained it.
Well, shit. I found the Nineveh you mentioned.
Master Proxy, as I thought there is nothing you can't do. Rena and I had already prepared for the event that we can fulfill the client's additional requests. That said, thank you for putting so much effort into our commission. Wait a moment, I will be there soon.
I'm waiting for you at the flower shop. Shortly after saying the message, Lycon appears.
Master Proxy, where did you find Nineveh? Are you injured?
It's from a mysterious kind person.
What kind of mysterious kind person could deliver such a precious flower? However, you've always been well connected, Master Proxy, so I won't pry any further.
Lycon seems to pause for a moment when he sees the certain flower.
Oh, these flowers look familiar.
Which ones?
Just a small and ordinary purple flower, but it's very resilient. You can find it everywhere in the wild. It's edible and can also be used for emergency treatment, but it's really just a plain flower, so I wouldn't expect it at the forests. I must be mistaken. Sorry for taking up your time again. Let us focus on the rare flowers our client is concerned about. The banquet is about to begin, so I can't be away for long. Could you arrange the flower pot with Nineveh and deliver it to the VIP suite at Starloop Tower? I'll wait for you at the elevator entrance. Apologies, but the client's banquet is on the top floor and he's very cautious with security, so I can't bring you up with me. However, I will ensure the full reward he promised is forwarded to you.
Let's start with the pot of flowers.
Actually, apart from Nineveh itself, the rest of the arrangement is merely decorative. However, Rena instructed me that the pot should ideally have a metal base to match the banquet's lighting, decor, and atmosphere. Also, to highlight Nineveh's color, all accompanying flowers and decorations should ideally be purple.
Nineveh, purple decorations, and a metal base. The requirements are clear. I'll get started right away. Purple. Nineveh. Purple.
Honest and humble, like a hermit, standing beyond the hustle and bustle.
Huh. Oh damn, is Lycon's the last one? Some more orders will help me get the absolute last stuff that I need, but we can't do anymore until we finish the event, apparently. Huh? Hey, look, overtime boo is completable. That's done. This is done. Nice. And then I have the achievement. Nice. Guardian of the Flowers. Okay, so we have that. You're here. The fries will take a little longer. The staff is still frying them.
How's your injury? It aches slightly when I stretch, but I don't want to go to the hospital. But I went to the hospital and they said it's nothing serious. You went to the hospital? I didn't think it was necessary, but my mom dragged me there as soon as she found out. She even scolded me saying, "You're so good at taking care of others, but not yourself." By the way, I checked out room 302. It's nice, but the rent is way too high. Housing on 6th Street is much more expensive than here. The landlord said he'd pay for the rent himself. I told Venus about the conditions that landlord proposed. Guarantee that Pika won't go up there to the 2nd floor? Forget it. Ever since Pika found Mochi, they've been inseparable. Wherever Mochi goes, Pika follows. Keep Pika downstairs? I just can't. I'll stay here for now, and when I've saved enough, I'll move to 6th Street. But you're always busy fixing problems and cleaning up messes. It's hard to save money. It's just a temporary setback. Once the proxies grow and become as skilled as you, I will ride on their coattails and start making money easy. I just hope when the time comes, you'll still remember me, your rookie mentor, and won't abandon me for veteran information brokers just because you made a name for yourself. Never. I'll always remember that you got kicked for me. Forget those embarrassing moments of mine. Instead, you should remember my highlight moments when I was helping rookies. That was the highlight moment. Is that so? And so you continue chatting about everything. Other than proxy work with Venus, munching on fries as you talk, your bond seems to grow even closer. Huh. You know, it's actually really going to be sad if that's the last time we take a mission from Venus, because, like, dude, that would mean that that's like the last mission we take from Venus before we leave to go to the new area in 2.0? Like, bro, that's a little sad. What is this? Oh, right, I got a title. That. And a new achievement. Nice. Man, there's literally nothing else I can do in this update to get another poll. Like, not a single thing I can do to get me another poll. I mean, there will be more, like, events. Like, there's 2 more events that are coming out, but you know it ain't gonna give enough. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Actually, for right now, for Zenless, until I get to do the other 2 events that come out, that actually is going to be it for Zenless for now. We are very close to, not this. Not that either. We're actually quite close here. Yeah, we're literally so close to the end. We are one teensy tiny bit away from the ending of 1.0 entirely. Just one more. So that, just recording that is not going to be enough to make 5 more videos. And you know I like to do my 5 videos. And even though, I mean, obviously, when it comes to like being a few days before the next update comes out, I will continue it. But as of right now, as I am, like, with 4 days left of Vivian's banner, I think I'm good for now. We're going to stop here, and I'm going to try to get back. I'm going to hopefully finish Alan Wake 2. I know Winston's going to be getting me Helldivers 2, so when he gets me Helldivers 2, I might not be able to finish Alan Wake 2, or even continue Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, because, well, Helldivers 2 is going to be on my PlayStation, and I'm not deleting that, so there goes, like, all my space again, because Withering Waves and Zenless is taking a lot of space. And then there's also this game called Crystal of Atlan coming out at the end of the month, and I'm going to be playing that. Check out how that game is. Might be fun, might be interesting. It's pretty much another anime free-to-play game, so we're going to be checking out how that is. Anyway, that's the end of this. I'll see you guys when we're pretty much closer to the 2.0 stuff. And of course, we'll finish up the next two events that come out for this update as well. And you see like people who have like a character that had a specific banner that they, you know, obviously put their money into. You see they got their things. Bro, it's always something crazy. When you see someone has the background for fully maxing out a standard 5-star character, how much money did you fucking put into the game for that? Specifically for that. You literally have to, bro, there are at least 6 different standard characters that you have to pull for. How did you get Rena maxed?
'Cause every night